Hey everybody, this is Deb Coviello, Live Talk Media, coming to you on my weekly broadcast because week after week, I want to partner with you, provide you the best value, the best tips, and for you to navigate your challenges or opportunities with confidence. But honestly, it's just a conversation, you and me, getting to know each other, checking in, seeing how things are going. And in this short conversation I'm going to have with you, I am going to try to impart some insight that has come to me over the last week that I think can be of service to CEOs or C-suite leaders of tomorrow because, again, I just want to see you succeed. As my mentor, Dave Hasse, would say, I just want to see you succeed and struggle less. So this week, I just want to share a bit about what's going on with me. I'm so excited, and I probably should capture this and get this into my newsletter because I haven't been communicating very well that way. But I am so excited for things that are going to happen in 2025, all in service to you, reaching you, sharing my insights, extending my services so that, again, I can help you guys struggle less out there. But there's going to be a theme here you're going to see as I share what I'm excited about, but I will tell you I'm excited, so excited for the audiobook. For those of you who know that I wrote The CEO's Compass, your guide to get back on track. I have finished recording the narration for the book, so it's going to be available on Audible and other outlets. And if you want to do an audiobook, I got a guy. I'm also excited because the Drop In CEO website is going to get refreshed. It's going to be a little bit more concise and crisp, so nobody ever says, Deb, what do you do? Or are you a leadership coach? Which I do that too, but I love partnering with C-suite leaders and solving business issues, sometimes crises, and along the way there is some leadership coaching. And in that also my Media 3L website is getting developed as well. So probably by mid-January you'll see at least one of these refreshed. Again, we will be advertising the audiobook. And by the way, I got a guy and I got a gal working on that website. So excited. I've got a new sales process and I am making connections with people I never thought I would before, having meaningful conversations to build relationships. And from that, the opportunities to be in service and sell do come. And if you are struggling with your sales process, something is off track, I got a gal. And also, I'm very proud of the brand that I've built, both the colors that you probably see here, the bold blues and blacks and whites and greens and things like that. They're really strong colors because I love working with really strong people. Well, we are getting a refresh. All of those assets, my colors, they'll stay basically the same. But if that's you, if you're looking a refresh for your brand, I got a gal. And also, I broke the barrier. I'm writing my second book. And this book is going to be building on the CEO's Compass. It is called the New CEO's Playbook. And I got a gal that is helping to coach me in that process. And so what does this all come to? Well, I just met with somebody I hadn't spoken to all too often. It's been a while. His name's Travis, and he calls it the IGG. It's called I Got a Gal or I Got a Guy, IGG. So that is the theme that I'm going to be bringing to you today, in two facets, depending on where you're at, whether you are at a juncture where you're changing your career, or maybe you're a CEO of a small and medium-sized business, because I love working with you. I've got some advice that the I Got a Gal and the I Got a Guy jumps in. So I'm going to first ask for you, if you're thinking of transitioning your career, how good is your network? If you were to jump ship or you were kicked out of the nest, do you have 2 or 3 recruiters that you already have a relationship with? Do you got a guy? Do you got a gal? And how many people are you in regular contact with from your professional size? Do you got some guys? Do you got some gals that if you had to pull the trigger and start networking or continue networking, are they there for you? And then lastly, I'll ask you, how big is your first degree connection network on LinkedIn? So a little bit of shameless plug for LinkedIn out there. But if you don't have a lot of first degree connections, before you need to jump ship, I would suggest you start connecting with people that you already know and also interesting people that you would like to know. You got to have more guys, you got to have more gals in your network, because I want you to be successful should you need to go through a change. Now, there's going to be a big insight at the end of this, but let me transition now to the CEO, COO, VP of Operations, VP of Quality of a small and medium-sized businesses that I so love to help. I'm going to ask you some pointed questions. Do you have trusted partners, people you could just talk to say, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable, something has changed? Do you know somebody? Do you have a guy? Do you have a gal? Do you have fractional leaders, leaders that have already been in industry, have 30, 25, 30 years of corporate experience and are looking to be in service to provide high value at minimal amount of time and investment in your organization? Do you have fractional leaders or the drop-in CEO in your network? Do you have a guy? Do you have a gal? What if you needed infrastructure helps or equipment or new suppliers? Do you have partners? Do you have fractional leadership counsel? I know legal counsel sounds expensive, but there are people out there, I know them, that for a small retainer, you can have them at the end of the phone and not worry about expensive billing hours. Worst time is to look for legal counsel is when you actually need it. HR strategist. Are you somebody that needs to move forward with your HR programs, but you only have a generalist in your care? And do you just have a good fractional network or referral partners? So again, if you are in search of the right talent, you have maxed out on your capability or capacity, are there people out there that you could tap into? The insight. And I started alluding to it, but I really want to bring to you, whether you are looking to transition or you're a C-suite leader that is going through some kind of transition, the worst time to look for help is when you need it. Prospect when you don't need it, and it will save you time when you need to pull the trigger. Now, a quick story. This is one of my nearest and dearest clients. I was interviewing with them for a permanent role, and they later decided not to hire me for various reasons that are not necessarily important. But 5 months later, they reached out to me and says, here's the situation, put together a proposal, and 3 weeks later, they hired me as the drop-in CEO. So they were kind of smart. They used their network, they prospect potential employees of the company, and then I was able to plug and play and drop in and become highly effective right away. So why am I suggesting to you to get these guys and get these gals, or these gals and these guys in your network now? It's an investment in time. It's cheap. It's inexpensive. It's just your time, which I know comes at a cost, but the worst time to be looking for these people is when you're in crisis and you're scurry, hurry, and you might make a bad decision. Isn't it a better investment to have all these prospects in your back pocket, or good referral partners like the drop-in CEO? Or I got guys and gals in my back pocket, especially from all the podcast interviews that I've made and all the other introductions. Potentially, I could be your partner, I could be your gal to connect you with guys and gals for when you actually need to go through some kind of change, whether it's a career change, whether it's a business change. I am here for you. Why am I doing this? Because I really, really, really care about you. I was you once and I struggled, and I just don't want to see you struggle. You don't need expensive consultants. You don't need an EOS system. It may be helpful along the way, but I think you need is a really good network that you can call on whenever you need, either partners to just bounce ideas off of, or people that can really pull the trigger on the resources that you need. And so I do this because I want to offer you peace of mind. I don't want you to lose sleep. I am the drop-in CEO, your partner to help you navigate challenges and opportunities with confidence. Again, I am here to provide peace of mind, not necessarily get those results. And again, that is the new book, the new CEO's Playbook, Stop Chasing Results and Be in Pursuit of Peace of Mind. So if this is you, if you've enjoyed these insights, I would love love to connect with you and just have a conversation. Again, I might be able to help you directly or maybe through my network. But if you want to connect with me, reach out to me on LinkedIn, direct message me. It is me there setting up time to talk to you, or go to my website, dropinceo.com. Go to my contact page, just schedule a little time. I would love to really get to know you personally, professionally, and see how we can work together. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much for dropping in on Deb Coviello Live Talk Media. And until we meet again, hopefully we meet again next week, I just want to wish you well and continue success. Take care.